York. Of course, we have poets from Philly and Gifts to the Pen. She's like the organizer. We got some, really great women that are coming together, giving some spoken word. So it's in the evening. I'm going to give you information.
Yeah, well, give us a little bit of information about. I want to know some things about you. Give me, a little bit of history about yourself.
Oh, about me. Oh, okay. A lot. Of course, I'm a poet among other things. I'm also a holistic health consultant, fashion designer, and actor. I facilitate workshops all over. I travel. I'm a traveling artist, and been doing this been an artist literally all my life. So all my adult life, I've been an artist, acting, fashion designing, then, spoken word, but also write and produce plays as well, and films and screenwriting. So what I have coming up for me, personally, I'm actually now doing some more custom designs in my fashion design. I have a Morocco women's retreat, all women's retreat, so if anybody's interested, it's coming up for April. So if you want to go with a group of women to explore the beautiful land of Morocco, you can get in touch with me with that. Awesome. And then I also have another a poetry book. I'm an author, but I have another book coming out at the beginning of 2018, and I'm starting a new tour. So yeah, a lot going on, and I'm excited to, just to continue to create. I'm going to be directing a play, a youth play in West Michigan. So, and as well as continuing to, I'm traveling right now with a multimedia exhibit, and it's going to continue next year. It's based on my book, which is called, my poetry book, which is called Black Baptist Muslim Mystic from the Cosmos. So it's an art exhibit as well as a musical stage production. So travel with that some last year, but this year it's a new version of it, consisting of other members of the cast as well.
Okay. If I have any of my viewers trying to call in, hold on. Just a second, Tasleem.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, you reached the Covered in Business show. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, I'm just calling to listen.
Okay, you have to listen in on the TuneIn app or via the website. This line is if you have any questions for the guest.
Okay.
All right. Tasleem, we're back. Tasleem?
Great.
All right, assalamu alaikum. All right, so you was talking about your play.
Yes, I have a lot going on. I'll be just going into 2018, and just again, I'm excited about I know we here also promote Philly. I haven't been to Philadelphia in a long time. Performing in about just 5 years.
So we're going to be we have to throw you a party when you come.
Well, I think I had her. She was little. She was a baby, right?
Oh, your daughter?
Yeah, I had my daughter. So she's 6. So I think it's been about 5 years since she was little, and I'm excited to actually come back with that. But yeah, I facilitate workshops all over, and I'll be doing one in a couple months in West Michigan. I'll be doing a workshop. It's on wound healing and holistic health for women. So just kind of like a lot of workshops talking and tapping into the divine feminine and dealing with the aspects of healing on all levels, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Oh, that's awesome. Something that, us women need in our lives with everything that's going on today. More positivity, more empowerment. So I think that what you're doing is awesome, and we appreciate you for doing that.
Yeah, especially now, you think about that hashtag that's going around. It's just devastating seeing it, the Me Too. And I think it's really brought out so much dialogue over the last couple of days, just in a few days, It's about so much, I guess it's really a facilitation of people like me to facilitate and keep doing what I'm doing, and also it's a healing for people. You have a lot of people that have held in what's happened to them. They haven't completely, healed from it, or they haven't even talked about it. And so I think that just even shows the power of media, social media, and how just the unity with a simple hashtag, that we do need more positivity, we need more healing, and also just not to judge people. You never know what they've been through, and why they may act a certain way. It's because they really need that healing as well. So I think just to extend more love into the universe, anytime I can do that, I feel really blessed to be able to be used in that way to facilitate that healing and that love.
I definitely agree. All right, so we're going to go on over and introduce Miss Sis Gift of the Pen.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum, Tasleem.
Welcome, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. And I definitely agree that we need to love more and have more compassion towards each other and mercy and all that good stuff. So I'm Gifted a Pen. That is my stage name that most people know me by. And I have been writing for a very long time. I developed a love for writing through being, a young adolescent and just needing to, have an outlet to vent, any frustrations, mostly frustrations. Those are the best writers, people who write from a place of, trauma or pain and things of that nature. So, writing just became something that I use as a scapegoat. So it's basically natural for me. And I published my first book, Poise, in 2007. And then I also published Estakina, which is also a poetry-based book, but it's more Islamically based written literature. And that was published in 2010.
All right, we're going to see if they have a question.
Okay.
Welcome to the Covered in Business Show. Do you have a question for one of the guests? Hello?
Okay, people. If you want to call in, then that means that you need to talk to one of us. Otherwise, download, tune in, and look for the Daily Grind Show and listen in. But if you actually call in the 215-909-9925 number, then you can actually call in and speak with one of the artists. All right.
Covered in Business Show, do you have a question for one of our guests?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God.
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's your name?
Yes. My name is Sabir.
Oh
I have a question for the young sister Zainab.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, what's your question?
Oh my God.
So my question was, so Zainab, what's your perspective on in a general sense? These days, about how Colin Kaepernick kneels against the national anthem, and how Donald Trump said certain things about NFL. So what's your take on basically the whole entire how America is now? And what's your take on that? What's your perspective?
My perspective on it, I feel like Colin Kaepernick, he did something great that defined colored people as a whole. He's showing that colored people are not just going to be taken advantage of because of what it says in the American flag song or whatever, the anthem. So, basically he was just showing every person that colored people have the right to do what they want, regardless of what it says in the flag, and standing up to the flag and putting their hand in their chest for the anthem is not a mandatory thing that colored people have to do.
Okay.
All right, so we have to go on to the next caller. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, Tasleem, if you can call us back. Covered in Business Show.
Oh, yes, I'm just adding more to Tasleem Jamilla.
Okay. All right. Anybody else, if you can hold your questions until 7:30, please. Any other questions or comments, please hold your calls until 7:30. We want to get through the introduction of our guests. All right. Yes,
so what was I saying? Okay, so the journey in me writing. So yes, it began in 2007, and in 2010 I published a Sakina, which is, like I said, is more spiritually based poems. I take authentic ayats from Quran and also from the Sunnah, and I just flow off of that. And then in 2012 I published a Sakina, the audio version video. The audio version of a Sakina, the book. I took some prominent poems from out that book and actually put them onto CD, and then also Spreading My Wings. I also helped co-publish and produce those 2 CDs. So yeah, those are my CDs. Those are all my works. And then I'm also working on a women's healing CD. That's going to be women from all type of backgrounds, all different religions, different stories, and they're going to be sharing their story. It's going to be my first free work, so I'm naturally trying to put in the most tenacity and energy that I did within the free work that as I did when I put out the books and the CDs that I use for profit. So basically, it's going to be a downloadable free CD, also the downloadable workbook that goes along with the CD, so that you can, write down your thoughts, and because I believe that writing is therapeutic. So I'm really excited about that. I really, really am. It's been a long time coming. I noticed that my creative spurts really happen like maybe every 3 years, and so with 2012 being my last published piece, it's like, okay, what the heck been going on for 5 years that I haven't even had? But when I think about it,
come through
right,
like the woo.
like we coming through like the woo. So yeah, I've been home from Texas for about 4 months now, and already, alhamdulillah, thanks to Ayisha, I'm very humble to be here. She's been very supportive to me, to Cover Business Network. So, she's a sponsor for the show, and I just really hope that everybody come out. Please get your tickets. The show is going down in 9 days, and it's going to be really, really phenomenal.
And it's open to everyone.
Yes, it's open
not
to
just
everyone.
the Muslims,
non-Muslims, just please
females, males.
Exactly.
Of course,
and
we'll
the
keep y'all
VIP
separated.
section is going to be litty, so get the VIP tickets.
Yes, get your VIP tickets. Come sit with me.
Right.
All right, you have a few more minutes. So
okay.
Tell us more about the event, inshallah.
Okay, so we have Najma 53 from New York. We have Tasleem, Jamilla. Her and I actually have a track together, so this will be our first time performing it, and she brings the heat all the way from Detroit. We also have Quiet Storm in the building right here. Quiet Storm. She's gonna be doing her thing. Also, we have Evelyn Phoenix, Mama Phoenix. She's another dope Muslim artist. And, basically, I just want to, a lot of people, I think, have a misconception that in Islam that poetry isn't permissible, and it definitely is. We have a lot of great poets such as Ibn Qiyam, also Hezra Kenza. She recited for the Prophet ﷺ personally, you know what I mean? And she was considered the best Arab poet during that era. So, if a lot of people, Hassan ibn Thabit, where leaders in Islam that support poetry. So yeah, come out. Poetry is halal. It's not gonna be no music. You know what I'm saying? Poetry is halal. It's gonna be just straight, poetry and energy and love and good company, inshallah.
Inshallah. All right, thank you for that intro. And the Quiet Storm. Don't she look so innocent, y'all? She looks innocent.
What?
She looks so innocent. Tell us about yourself.
So,
how old are you?
I'm 16. I started writing poetry when I was 6.
Shut up! 16, mashallah.
Yeah, 10 years, honey, that I'm writing poetry.
Mashallah.
And I wouldn't say I have like an inspiration writing poetry. I just put the pen to the paper, crayon to the paper, I guess, and just have written. Like, it's based off of stuff that I've seen, but I've never had a motivation where somebody was just like, yo, take this pen, write this down. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna try it out. And it came out like that. So, like, since I was young, it was just like probably pointless stuff like, I don't know, crayons, cookies, you know, little stuff. But as I got older, probably when I say I had about probably 12, I started writing stuff that had a lot more purpose behind it. Like I started writing stuff about like what I see and how I feel and things like that. And like now to the point where I'm 15 actually. Everything I have written shows like how I grew up and what I've seen growing up. Like I grew up in Philly, but I was born in Michigan near Detroit, Milan. And I just write about like the difference between how subtle Michigan is and like how it just popping and crazy.
Fast paced Philly is.
Yeah. Like a lot of, and also a lot of my stuff is based off of like the being black and black experience and Muslim all at one time, being female all at one time, and like it's supposed to relate. It can relate to anybody, but sometimes I have like targeted audiences when I write. So yeah.
So are you excited about the show?
Most definitely, like, you know, I'm gonna be up there. We all gonna be up there. So yeah, like,
and we trying to take this show city to city. We already working on DC. If you want us in a city near you, definitely contact me and let me know. We would love to come and bless your city.
Yeah, next week, October 27th, 7 to 11, 7 to 10. Yep, get your tickets.
Get your tickets at www.muslimwomanpoets.com.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Zainab, have you thought about publishing a book?
Yes, I have. Like, I have 3 anthologies at home just from doing schoolwork. Like, I've had school assignments. They said write an anthology with this topic in mind. I have one from when I was in 7th grade. I think that was when I really started writing stuff about black-centered pieces, because the anthology is based off of like how black people are treated in the past, present, and maybe in the future. So all of those anthologies, I really plan on putting something together and publishing it and letting the world know that, you know, a young black Muslim can, you know, can write poetry and express your feelings without being so vulgar or just
the angry black woman.
Yeah.
Shakura, what would you advise Zainab, and you, Tasleem, also? What would you ladies advise Zainab, being a young poet and, you know, trying to get adjusted into the poetry world?
Well, first,
go ahead.
I would advise her to do what she's doing. I mean, you know, just like I recognized her talent when we performed at the Islamic Heritage Festival. I actually wasn't even on a roster. I performed there before 2 consecutive years, but I wasn't on a roster. And when I showed up, I got thrown on the stage, and they was like, "Oh, you want to perform?" And I was like, "Okay." And so then she got thrown on the stage too. So when I seen her and I seen her energy, and I was like, "Okay, she needs a little grooming." You know, she needs a little grooming. I'm sure Mom can agree, but she needs a little grooming. But other than that, she has the delivery. She definitely grabs the audience. That's what you have to do. You know, people don't just want to look at you, you know, say rhythmic words or tell a story. You have to capture your audience, and I think, you know, she definitely has that. And just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep writing. You know, if you want to actually embark upon writing a book, then you make 1-word document and you dedicate 2 pages a day. I'm going to do 2 pages a day, 2 pages a day, once you get your material and everything. And just keep doing what you're doing, you know, put your trust in the law, you know, fear Allah to the best of your ability, and, you know, everything is going to fall in place for you. Because you're already a smart cookie.
I can tell. She's very intellectual.
Yeah.
Tasleem?
Well, first of all, I feel great that we got like some young energy going to be on stage. So I'm excited about that. I've never met you, but I look forward to meeting you, and that's really what it's about. I like that, you know, gift of the pen, you put together the different types of, you know, artists, and we have our young sister. I would say just continue to write every day, write as much as you can, and not all your poems are going to be good, and that's okay. You don't have to share everything, but as long as you continue to write, and like she said, she gave good advice about putting your book together, get a professional editor. It'd be good even to get a mentor, like a big sister, mentor that's a poet, and
like you ladies.
That's me.
and trust in a lot, and like really go within yourself and strive to be tell the unique story that you're only put here to tell in the way that you're put here, to tell it. And that's when, you'll tap into your divine talent on a whole nother level, because it'll only be quiet storm, just your story, the way you're supposed to put it together. And just, I always say I want to be one of those poets, just like a Sonia Sanchez, still on the stage in my 80s, reading my book and sharing my poetry. So I say the world needs to hear your voice, and just keep going. And I'm here for you if you need any advice or anything, and I'm here to learn from you as well.
Right.
Especially the youth. I think that we definitely need more young people with positive energy to reach the younger crowd. And guess what, y'all? I'm turning this around on me. Guess what, y'all? They're going to give us some poetry tonight. They're going to give us some poetry tonight. We're going to give y'all a taste. I do have a request from Gift of the Pen. The one with cancer, because I have a friend suffering with cancer.
But that's for the show. Don't make me do that. You gotta say the best. That's for the show.
All right.
That's for the show.
All right.
But I make the why for your friend, and I make the why for you because it's definitely a disease that destroys not just the person who's experiencing suffering it themselves, but also the family and friends.
It's definitely a hardship.
Yeah. So I make dua for everybody who's experiencing pain and suffering due to cancer, because really, #cancer.
No, but we have to be mindful because this is a test from Allah.
Right.
And my co-host Atiya reminded me to remind someone else that we shouldn't say F cancer.
Right.
Because it is a test from Allah, and we don't want to question the qadr of Allah. We don't know why Allah is putting that person through that test. So you saying F cancer, you could be, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. That's definitely a different outlet to look on. I mean, the actions are based on intention.
It could be their key to Jannah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an expiation of the sins. All the pain that they're going through, could be an expiation of the sins. So, we have to look at it like that also. It definitely was an eye-opener for me because, I lost a few family members to cancer. And I'm like, oh, it's the devil, but we never know, what Allah has planned for them.
Right. And with my friend, Rashida Rahimullah, I just lost my father. When I came back from Texas, I found out that my father had passed a week before me finding out he was in his apartment, dead. No one knew.
SubhanAllah.
So in my route to come to Texas, and all the hardship and turmoil and headaches that comes along with moving, I was like, okay, so as soon as I touched down, I gotta fly out to North Carolina and bury my father. And we weren't close, he didn't know how to really father. You can only give what you get. And I think a lot of us, we expect people to give us certain things that they really don't have in the first place. You know what I mean? So we're like setting ourselves up for, disappointment. So, him being my father, I loved him, and, that's my father regardless, you know what I mean? So dealing with Rashida's passing in LA region, verily to Allah we belong, to him we will return, was my first time really dealing with somebody who I really, like my second time really, because first was my grandma, and then her. My father, I felt more of a cleansing, because it's like, I was no longer looking for love in all the wrong places, because it was like, he's no longer here. Right. So I'm not looking for anything. I'm content with what I have, and, inshallah, what Allah blesses me with. So with her, it was like, mashallah, it was like, I really can't even describe it. It was like seeing it, being there at the hospital with her, taking her to her visits, watching her in pain, listening to her moan in her sleep, and things of that nature, was definitely heartbreaking for me.
That's why that poem just moved my heart. I'm telling y'all need to get y'all tickets. Y'all have to get y'all tickets.
Gotta get them tickets.
Because when I tell you this poem is fire, oh my God. Child, she had everybody in the event last week and ready to cry.
I want to hear it.
Yes. Yeah. See, now you have to wait too. You have to wait too. But I write poetry. And I draw.
And you're going to share at the show.
I'm a writer, not a performer. I did perform.
Still share.
I did perform a couple of times. You know Greg. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he put me on the stage at Warm Daddies.
And you're getting on the stage at Muslim Women's.
Yeah.
Great.
Just like what?
With like hundreds of people, and I was just like stuck on stupid. But I did it. Alhamdulillah, you know, I overcame that fear. So I want you ladies. I want to hear some poetry. Who want to go first?
Tasleem.
Who want to go first?
Oh.
Bring it.
I'll do something.
Bring it. Bring it.
Talk about your story. Just real quick of what came. That's the reason why I was inspired. A lot inspired me to share, like, you know, my holistic healing and workshops with the world, because I had 3 aunts and 2 cousins, you know, pass away of cancer. And the first one, I was 16 years old. My aunt was only like 33. And it devastated me. And then another one, some years later, I saw her, you know, her deathbed. And so it really encouraged me to go deeper into the reasons why, and to change my lifestyle, you know, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I can't wait to hear the poem, give some hands. But I'm going to do something lyrical. It's called Lyrical War. And it's in my book, Black Baptist Muslim Mystics, what I will have at the show if you want to buy it. Lyrical War. War of words, 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 words. We've been fighting for years with words of reparations, emancipation, ever since integration, decline in entrepreneurial liberation, training and tasking in the war. You gotta know what you're fighting for. Coming with tremendous energy and stamina to avenge and take justice for the battery and assault of words, the attacks and screams with deliberate intention, voices almost mystifying with force. Manifest from the spirituals we sung, upsprung a warrior's tongue, we walk in unison, from chaos and disorder, in order to heal our souls from the bruises with war-torn excuses, footpaths imprinted on blood-stained soil, voices layered over drumbeats roaring, spirits soaring, hearts are pouring with freedom and justice like packing grenades with words of rage, hiding inside of ghetto boys and girls, tongues are blazing with fire, because they molested and fondled our freedom. Inside our souls, warriors warded off demons with the words at war. We got lyrical war tactics, verbal war increased, representing lyrical war and spiritual peace. Reincarnated ancestors never deceased, speaking with authority. Lyrically, lyrical war, we lyrically pack with words. With words, we overcome death, overcome breathlessness, masters of self, visionaries with every breath, arts of words, lyrical war, opening doors, coaches with healing, branded boldness and brave hearts, piercing darkness through light. Your words were loud and fierce like the African drum, impregnating minds and souls like you waiting on the Savior to come. Liberty loaded with lots of space. So I'm spiritually swollen and I got to pray. Saturated feast and soap with subliminal signs. Words came from holy books sent from the divine. So we're running toward freedom in our voices, delivering us from slave plantations. Words that carry the healing vibrations through the slave fields, Harlem, Philly, and Chicago. Yearning, liberation.
Wow, mashallah. What inspired you to write it?
Yeah, so I may not do that one. I'm gonna be like her, get the pen, keep y'all in suspense. What I'm gonna do, and me and her, we have a piece that we're gonna do together for the first time. You know, like your debut.
Awesome. What inspired you to write that poem?
You know what? I actually did it. It's in my book, but it's on a CD as well, recording. I was inspired by Ayisha, the last poet, and he's actually, if you can go on eBay, YouTube, and listen to it. It's called Words. What is it called on there? War of Words. With Tasleem to me that Ayisha, the last poet, Lyrical War, that's what it's called. And when I asked him to be a part of my project, my CD project, and he's like, okay, I had to give him a topic. So I was like, okay, Lyrical War. And so my thing is, this is a legend. So I'm like, I'm not going to do mine first. I'm going to go off of his energy, you know.
The title is powerful.
One of my mentors. So we actually recorded not in Harlem, we recorded in Brooklyn. And Muslim brother, Roy Fayan, who's a part of the Cool in the Game, you know. And we recorded in his studio. And so when he wrote that, he recorded it, I was just like, wow. So it really went off of his energy, because it's not even usually how I write. Like if you heard some of my other stuff at the show, it's very different. Like that, and that's what I meant quite for about having this different influences and reading and listening to everything, and not just reading poetry, but everything, because you'll be influenced so much by just everything. And your writing will evolve, it will change, it will transform, it'll be different depending on, you know, what your influence was. So my influence was totally him.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that piece.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's see who's going to go next. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a piggy by his toe. I'm Muslim. I ain't catching piggies by his toe, and I'm vegan this month. So catch a cucumber. Catch a cucumber. You're gonna catch a cucumber.
Oh man.
All right, who's gonna go next? Come on, give us some of that fire.
Storm.
What?
Let's go. All right.
I think it's Slam.
I got a few. They all really short, so I don't know which one to say. Y'all can choose between Long Way Home, Don't, and Pain.
Don't.
Which one you want?
Don't.
Oh my god. Okay. Don't fall into that dish you can't get out of. Don't hold that breath that you want to breathe. Don't let go of that something you can't get enough of. I mean, unless it's bad. See, love is something we don't want but can't get enough of. Candy is your sugar that I fiend off of. But don't make it a habit that you acquire over. Don't make him stay because he'll say, I love you, baby, lying through his teeth just to see you smile. Don't let him be that sugar that will make you run 25 miles. 25 miles to hold on to something that's not even yours. But keep your head high. Girl, don't let them tell you you can't. Don't let them say you're not good enough. Don't let them say black ain't beautiful. Don't let that sweet sugar of life hold you back. Don't. Just don't.
Yeah.
Give us another one.
Yeah.
One more.
One more. You gotta choose between Long Way Home and Pain.
Pain. Let's see what your pain is.
It's so short, so it don't even matter. But okay. You ever been so upset that you couldn't even cry? You feel sad, but a single tear won't fall from your poor, precious eyes. All you feel is a pain that physically squeezes your heart. Your eyes are dry, but your heart is heavy. It feels like you can't breathe, but your heart just aches from the physical pain you feel. You appear to be fine, but your heart almost screams to be set free. Set free from the world of pain that it feels. Fixing the problem seems impossible, being blind to the obvious solution. Your heart cries for help, but your eyes won't tear. Rest your head, let it go away. But it won't. All you can do is let it be. Pain is what I feel, but my eyes won't show it. Loneliness is how I am, and my heart just feels it. Let it pass. The pain will soon be gone.
Oh.
Isn't she cute? She's just cute.
What?
But she gonna bring the heat on the show, so it's all good.
Oh yeah.
It's all good.
That's something light right there.
Something like lightweight. Yeah, lightweight.
That was light work.
A change gonna come. It starts with envy. See, I got demons haunting me. On the contrary, it may be hereditary. This free will got me tripping, slipping, and balancing my spirituality. This pretty face and chinky eyes are not enough to get by. I am Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome on my maturity. Gains out like the 90, right with Atari. Becoming a woman I'm destined to be. No testosterone or labels validating me. I was enslaved, but Islam came to set me free. Still you wonder to the drama. Hard hurting, but I'm lesson learning. Mind mixing, dividing truth and fiction. This is pivotal. Take a seat in class. If you're not learning, you're stagnating. If you're not growing, you're procrastinating. If you're not real, you pump faking. Man, depression be chasing me, but I know the hop. Ain't no need in complaining. The images shown on these TV screens and lyrics being played are enough to drive us insane. Keeping up with the have and the have-nots, making the rich filthiest. Meanwhile, they're closing down our libraries and building more prisons. Excuse me, my mind, it runs deep. I'm watching this generation. I'm afraid for my grandbabies because men are women and women are men. Sin is the new righteousness and righteousness is the new sin. I just want us all to win. I'm reminded of 2 days, the day that I died in judgment. I'm not perfect, y'all, but I'm a darn sure strive for it. So you do you and I'ma do me. And just remember there's no I in team. I just want to die in a state of belief.
Yes. Oh, yes. And we have Munasa that came in to help me co-host.
Yes, it's not my fault that I'm late. It's your fault.
And Munasa is co-founder of the Traveling Muslimas group.
Yes. So if y'all want to travel, come hit me up.
That's it?
Oh.
Y'all want to travel? Hit me up. That's your 30-second pitch.
Right. If y'all want to travel with Muslims from all over the country and not have to worry about waiting on your girlfriends, they always canceling, finding somebody to go with, come and travel with Philly Traveling Muslimas. We're going to Dubai in April 2018 and inshallah Morocco in the summer 2018. So if y'all want to travel with us, come and be a member. www.phillytravelingmuslimas.wildapricot.org. And that's where you can find me at right now, at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. I had to run. I'm like, oh. He called me like 2 minutes before 7. Like, can you make it here? I'm like, after 7, yes, of course.
After 7.
So what's on the topic is poetry.
Yes, the Covered in Business Network is sponsoring their poetry event the end of this month on October 27th. And they was just giving us a little bit of love. Just a little something, a little bit of love. Let me give y'all a poem.
Okay.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
They ought to be original.
I love Covered in Business too.
Oh, okay.
That's the line. It's supposed to be 4 lines.
Oh.
I put it on the spot. Like, wait a minute, that was it.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I love me and Covered in Business too.
You so silly.
No, all my poems are in the phone, and if I click over, y'all won't see it.
Right. I can hold the phone.
Y'all won't see it. It's
about
in.
the lineup?
Yes, we did. We talked about the lineup. Yes. VIP will be exclusive for married couples. It's 10 VIP seats. Also, too, you can, if you're not married, you can also purchase VIP. But other than that, men and women, Muslim or not, are going to be separated at the show because in Islam we just try to keep the intermingling down. So, out of respect or whatever. But yeah, if you get your VIP tickets, then you'll be front and center. In front of.
How much are VIP?
VIP is $30. Regular admission is $20. Everybody gets a light buffet. However, VIP gets a little VIP.
Some extra.
Yeah.
Who's doing that light buffet?
Oh, Chef A Creations is going to be in the building providing your tasting pleasures. Her food is phenomenal. So I think you should get your tickets. I mean, we got 9 days to the show?
Wait, what's today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 9 days.
Right.
We talked about where you can find the tickets at.
Oh, yes, www.muslimwomanpoets.com. You can also, too, please, if you want to sign up for open mic, sign up for open mic via the website. We're also, it's not too late to be a sponsor either.
I'm going to perform, y'all. Make sure y'all come on.
If you want to sponsor the show, these beautiful women coming out and sharing their stories, traveling, leaving their families, so on and so forth, then definitely get in contact with me, Gifted a Pen on Instagram or Gifted a Pen on Facebook. Send me your email, put your email down to myself and any of these young ladies, and we definitely would appreciate, just like a log hiring in advance, anyone who would like to support the show. You get free tickets to the show. You also get your recognition on the website itself and so on and so forth. So please, I welcome everybody to assist wherever they can, inshallah.
Inshallah. We have 5 more minutes. You want to give us one more?
I will not lose. They say if you keep doing what you've always done, expecting a different result, that's insanity, right? Well, I'm insane in the membrane. They say if you walk with faith, you don't fall on the same hole twice. Well, I've fallen and I cannot get up. What they're saying may be true, but really, I just wish that they would shut the heck up, because see, something in my heart that just ain't right. I would know because I'm tossing and turning all night. Like Nas, I only got one mic, and his mic symbolizes my life. So this straight way I must choose, because I will not lose. Losing is not an option. It's not an option.
Winners over here. So to close out.
That's not even her song, girl.
All I do is pray.
Right.
All right, y'all. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Covered in Business show. If you're interested in joining the Covered in Business Network, this is open to all Muslims who are in business, who are thinking about going into business, or who just want to support other Muslims that's in business. Please check us out at www.coveredinbusiness.net. The memberships are $199 for the year for the platinum package, and then we have the gold package, which is $19.99 a month. You get, it's a long list of what we have to offer. We have workshops, we have monthly brunches. Shout out to I think we had seven new members within the past 2 weeks, and I am so thankful. Thank you, sisters, for joining us. What else? So yeah, get your tickets. Get your tickets for the event.
www.muslimwomanpoets.com.
Not just sisters, anybody, come through.
Right. Brothers represent, know.
Open mics, sign up for the open mic. I know y'all got some bars. Like, come on. Y'all can easily, come on.
And I'm going to perform, y'all. I really am. I'm going to perform. I'm going to practice.
Roses are red, doesn't count.
I'm going to practice. I don't care if everybody buy their tickets just to see me. Just buy your tickets.
Listen.
Buy your tickets.
And what's the date again?
10/27,
Next week,
2017.
From 7 to 11.
Next week, Friday.
What's the
From
address?
7 p.m. to 11. It's going to be at my establishment, A Step Above Event Planning, at 1803 North 54th Street, from 7 to 11. We got some heavy hitters in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy hitters, including myself.
Listen, roses are red does not count.
Rose,
Yeah.
I used to be a rapper when I was younger.
How young is young?
I was in middle school. It was when Another Bad Creation was out. I was a rapper. I was in a rap group. It was real serious. We were serious.
Y'all got tapes?
Like Another Bad Creation was our competition.
Y'all got tapes?
Now, I was hard.
I don't believe you.
All right, y'all. We're out. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Michael Salam, hon.
Somebody want to.
Get some hands.
Oh, sorry,
All right. We see y'all next week, same time.
Oh, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Y'all take an awesome job.